Alright, so our title is Let's Get Interpersonal. Our theme is Nature of the Quest, which is theme 1. So what do you think about when you hear Nature of the Quest? It's very broad. So I want to know what somebody thinks about it. Somebody just shout it out for me.
Quest of nature.
Okay, process. All right. And what our team we did was we figured out we first heard this, we thought of over culture. So somehow we can focus on education. But the question, we had to keep the question in mind, which is one of our hardest parts. Make sure we're on top. So we thought of culture. We did a lot of research, and it actually ended up being connected to education. I don't know how, but it did. It was excellent. So, after doing the research, we found a connection between standardized testing and the children's way of thinking, which affects their cultures. And you will see how we came up with that. We did a lot of extensive research on it, and we found a lot of actually case studies and articles and scholarly articles about how their culture are actually affected when it comes to standardized testing, so we hate testing. Now I'm going to introduce somebody who had the biggest impact on our research, because we all went through personal stories, and her story stood out the most, so I think it was scared to tell you her story. Woo!
Hi, I'm Carolyn. I'm actually from Warwick Community College. My story is I was born in Germany. My family was in the military. We moved back over here when I was about 4 years old. That's all right. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's all right. So I spoke mainly German. I had broken English. I apparently still have it. So when I started school, I was pulled out of my classes for an hour each day to learn the English language and to get more prepared for how school was going to be over here. Because of that, I lost a lot of my English accent. I was in that impressionable age where I completely lost German. I don't know my German language anymore because of that. So I ended up losing essentially my culture because of being pulled out and essentially being groomed for American culture. So because of that, that's where my story points to our whole entire thing.
We used a lot of memes, by the way.
Yes. Alright, Care Bear's story really touched us and made us wonder how education can change a person and basically strip them away from their culture. At first, we were all interested in culture and how, for children at a young age, they are very accepting of all groups. And we were wondering, when does this thinking change and when do they begin to stop exploring and stop having such divergent thinking? And we discovered at age 9 they change. And when we asked why, we discovered that is when standardized testing comes into play at schools. And divergent thinking basically plummets, the students become more robotic. And this topic and this idea really interested us, and we stuck with the idea, and this is what we came up with.
Hi, I'm Katie, and before I start, I would like to say I know I'm really awesome, but I'm not responsible if my awesomeness blinds anybody. So if you want to put on some sunglasses or something, I totally understand. Anyway, I was I have to do a joke, because partially like Manny, but nobody's like Manny, right? Woo! So, oh, sorry. Sorry about that. A little technical difficulty up here. Well, who likes tests? Who likes taking tests in school? Anybody? What? No, just go. No, we can't have that. Well, So you guys remember maybe on a nice day in like late spring or early summer, it's warm outside and you have to like stay in and study for tests like NJASC or whatever state test you had to do back then, and all the pressure that goes on you and how regimented it is and like how difficult it is being a child and having to deal with those things. And really, that's not how children are supposed to learn, you know. Children are supposed to play and grow in a good environment that surrounds them with like everything that's just beautiful about the world. And that's really not how it is anymore with most schools. But a lady in Massachusetts decided to do an experiment, and she decided that during her English classes, when she was going to present stories, instead of just making the kids read the stories, she was going to make them dress up, act the part. And after doing this for a few sessions, like the kids learned so much more than they would have learned before, because they learned like the symbols and everything because they were playing. They were doing what kids are supposed to do as they grow up and really developing into adults, which is how it's supposed to be. So that just goes to show that teaching to the test is not the most important thing. It's the children. It's the kids. So, you know, that's what you gotta do. Okay.
Let's get ready for some action. The first thing we're going to do is really look into having interpersonal connection between the student and the child, and student. And this is where it really starts to open up, where both of them become one, and all the students around them become a whole group in unity instead of one individual working for some grade or two. So the first thing is talking to administrators, parents, as well as students, and giving them knowledge of the issue and how it will affect them and what benefits could be if we adapted from it. And then an action portion of it where we're not just mentoring and giving them information. We would actually have people go into the classroom bi-weekly and talk to students and teachers and interact with them interpersonally, just to really get to feel the experiences that would make the difference between child and student, just so everyone sees how it actually functions.
Hi, I'm Bree. So seeing how leadership is an important part of this project, we would assume the roles of the bi-weekly session visitors that Vlad just told you all about, as well as the speakers of the assemblies. To develop into these roles, we would participate in public speaking seminars to teach us how to interact with the children the correct way.
Hello, I'm Dora, and I have a quick game for you guys. I want you for the next 30 seconds to think about 10 things that you can do with a paper clip. You can say it.
Break a lock.
Alright. See, that's a way of divergent thinking. Like, if you were doing a standardized way, you would think of, put paper clips together. But if you think about it, that's how standardized tests are. They're so direct. And that's all they study for. Children need different ways of thinking, different ways of approaching a situation or problem in everyday life, anything in education. That's the reason why we have this.
Hi guys, I'm Carly. Something that is always kind of said and is always repeated but is so important is that children are our future. And that is something that can never be ever go dead. It's something that we always strive to have in education. And the hope of our project is to bring awareness and help improve the education of our children by expanding exploration and the divergent thinking, which is something that you all just did. And through before and after surveys, collaborations, and testimonies, we would also like to have parents, teachers, and administration aware of the negative aspects of standardized tests.
So at the end of all this, we really just want to bring back and encourage the imagination that is natural in children, where they approach everything with an open mind. And that's how they explore new things and different cultures to expand knowledge instead of rejecting and dismissing it.
Wait.
We just want to say thank you to Angie because